everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to do the Finally Fall book tag. So I have seen this going around all over booktube right now, and I know it's a really old tag, but it's so fun and so festive, and so I thought I would jump in and do it. So I think the original tag has been taken down, but if I can find it, I will link it down below, and I will have all of the questions down below, so you can do this yourself, either in the comments or if you make videos, whatever. So let's just get into the questions. First one is, in the fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. So for that one, I'm going to say The Mountain Between Us by Charles Martin. This one is so good. It's about a couple who, not a couple, a man and a woman who get stranded at the top of a mountain when their plane goes down. And the mountain setting and like their survival story, it was just such a vivid setting and so good. I really, really enjoyed this book, and it had the best setting. Next is Nature is Beautiful, but Also Dying. And my daughter and I went and collected leaves yesterday for different projects and stuff, and I was explaining to her the process of fall, and it's like, wah, wah. It's so beautiful, and yet they're dying. But anyway, Nature is Beautiful, but Also Dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. So for this one, I'm going to say A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This is so good, you guys. I read this once when it was like kind of new, I think, and I was not a mom yet, and I cried my eyes out because I was a daughter. And so thinking about losing my mom, this is about a little boy who his mom is struggling with cancer, and so he sees this monster out of his window that is a tree, and it's his relationship with the monster, and it's just so good. So I cried and cried the first time thinking about my mom having cancer and all of that. And then I've reread it as an adult, or now recently as a mom, and I sobbed my eyes out thinking about leaving my girls, thinking as a mom. And so I don't know, I think no matter who you are, this book will get you in the feels. You've got to read with tissues. The movie is also great. This is just a really, really good but really emotional book. Next is number 3. Fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. So I really enjoyed both Expecting Better and Crib Sheet by Emily Oster. These books this one's about pregnancy, and this one is about like parenting in the first year or two, and they are so informative. And she, I forget what she does for a job, but like she brings the science and the facts of things and like the statistics, and is able to present them in a way that is completely unbiased. At least in my opinion, I did not feel any bias. Like she says, here's what you need to know about what to eat during pregnancy or whatever, and then you make your decision about what you do. And I just thought both of these are very informative and very good, easy to digest things that I learned a lot from. Next is, in order to keep warm, it's good to spend some time with people we love. Name a fictional household group, friend group, anything, family, whatever, that you want to be a part of. And so I was thinking about this book, or about this question, and I couldn't think of anything specifically, but what kept coming to mind was I want to be a character in a Debbie Macomber series. So I just grabbed the first in her Cedar Cove series, which is 16 Lighthouse Road, and the first in her Blossom Street series. She writes some great series that have good romances, great, but they're all like small town, and they just are so great and wonderful communities. Blossom Street especially has a group of friends, but it doesn't follow the same friends the whole series. But I would just love to be a character in one of Debbie Macomber's books. Next is number 5. The colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall-colored spines. So I went to just my red shelves, and I realized I had a ton of fall-colored spines. So I wanted to keep it where I can like actually lift it. So here they are. We've got some brown, some red, some orange, all just very fall-y. Next, fall is the perfect time for storytelling by the fireside. Share a book wherein somebody is telling a story. So I'm going to go with very popular books, but either of these two, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo or Daisy Jones and the Six, both of these are telling the stories. It's somebody telling a story. So this one is a woman named Evelyn Hugo, obviously telling her story to a young journalist about her 7 husbands and her love life. She was a Hollywood starlet. And so if you haven't heard of this book, I'm sure you have, but it was very good. Next is Daisy Jones and the Six. This is told from all of the different band members, but it's about a woman named Daisy Jones and a band called the Six. They come together, and this is kind of like a behind the music. We get to watch the band form, the band fall apart, and it's them telling their story. So those I think are very popular, but I could not think of anything else where it's like somebody telling a story aside from like a memoir. Obviously, they're telling their story, but anyway, let's go on to number 7. The nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. So I'm going to say Behind Closed Doors. If you have watched my channel for a while, you will know that this is one of my favorite thrillers just because it is so creepy. Like, this is about a couple who on the surface appears perfect. They've got it all. They are beautiful. They have a perfect marriage, la-di-da-di-da. But behind closed doors, it is not that way. And the tension in this book is so palatable. And like, I was stressed the whole time reading this, but in such a great way. And it's just one of my favorite thrillers. Next is The Days Are Getting Colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. So I don't know about you guys, but September is when I start reading Christmas books. I feel like some people are going to shame me for that, but you guys know I'm a Christmas lover. I hosted Christmas in July-a-thon. I have done many Christmas book reads already, and it's September 26th. So I'm going to say the Donna Van Leer Christmas Shoes series. This is, I think, 9 or 10 books, and they're tiny. They're tiny little reads, and they're just so heartwarming. This is a small book, and margins are obviously big, but they are so good, so heartwarming. If you're into Christmas books and want to just be inspired, pick up this series. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you would like to return to soon. So, kind of a trend of this video, I can't pick just one. I'm going to say either On the Island or Covet by Tracy Garvis Graves. I have historically remembered loving these both. I've recently read The Girl He Used to Know by Tracy Garvis Graves, and I love that too. I feel like she is one of my favorite authors of all time, but I have not read these in years, and so I really want to reread them. I have not read, there's like a little sequel to On the Island, and I haven't read that, so I'm thinking I might reread this and then read that. And I think the same with Covet. There's either a like 2 or a 1.5 or something that goes after this. So I would say either of these Tracy Garvis Graves I really want to reread. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. So I don't really have anything specific. I like to be, like, let me just tell you my perfect fall day. So my perfect fall day would be being outside all morning, doing something really active, really fun, enjoying the weather, and then coming home and having a cozy blanket on the couch, watching football in the background, and having my book. So, and then I would love like coffee or water or both, but just being cozied up on the couch with football in the background after having spent a full morning outside, like that is just my perfect fall day. So those, I guess, coffee and a blanket and football in the background would be my cozy reading accessories. And then number 11 is spread the autumn appreciation and tag some people. And I'm not going to do that because, like I said, this tag is so old and I'm kind of late on this tag anyway, even for this year. So if you haven't done it, let me know your answers down below. If you have done it, link your video so I can see it. And that is it. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on any of these books or this tag or anything. Just chat with me down below. I love talking to you guys. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.